Middlesex Blue Jays, Ignite Athletics, and Chester.
Those are my daughters finding out they moved on to Super Saturday.
Weekend Warriors, Cheshire Cheer.
Cheshire
Headlines
Junior
Weekend
Cheer.
Cheshire Cheer Daddy.
Where do you go now?
Yeah. No. We went to nationals as
Globals?
well. No. I guess we actually have to be
Off to
invited.
Berlin?
There actually is
Finland?
actually globals. Yes, we'll see. But here's the routine, real quickly. We're going to show you just 20 seconds of this as well. Here's Cheshire Junior Cheer. These are my daughters in Orlando at the American Youth Cheer National Championship as well. Division 14 Small Level 2. Right here, this is my daughter right here, about ready to do these flips right here in the front. That's Brooke. It's my daughter Brooke, and my daughter Samantha is a flyer on the left side of your screen going up there, very left side of your screen. But anyway, they did an absolutely great job. At the end of the day, they ended up finishing 5th in the entire country.
It's amazing.
5th in the entire country, and you have to understand something. I just want to give a quick shout out here to all the coaches. Every coach that we have, Cheshire's a town of under 40,000. It's a small town, and every one of our coaches is all volunteer. The girls, they take like if you sign up, you get to cheer, right? They're not picking. Like the team that won the national title, Ignite Athletics. But by the way, they were great. But like private gyms,
Super
private
team?
coaches.
They're like the Mets.
They're
all
like
this money.
Right. A girl tries out and they can say, "Oh, you can go on our JV squad or whatever."
right.
Like they take the best of the
an
best.
AAU
They have
team.
private. It's an AAU. It's an AAU team competing against basically a local team. It's just not a fair fight. And so I was so proud of my girls, my daughters, and their friends, their teammates to get there. Anyway, 5th
Nicely
in the
done.
entire country.
Hold on.
5th
You'll
in
have
the
to see
entire
it.
Hold on,
country.
Samantha and Brooke.
Cheshire
So,
Cheer headlines, the Weekend Warriors.
Yes. And this is a shirt from that competition, wearing that in honor of them.
Followed by them, Matthew, is Rashad White. 17 carries for 90 yards and a touchdown. Also gets 2 catches and a touchdown.
Also another Weekend Warrior.
Yes, a much lower tier, but he does qualify as 125 fantasy points, RB3 going into Monday Night Football.
Yeah, and on the hate list this week. This week. Good job, Barry. Look, a lot of this was opportunistic because Bucky Irving gets banged up, leaves this game early as well. Set season highs in snap rate and rush rate. We'll see the injury, how serious it is to Bucky Irving, but it was nice. Baker was dealing early and caught the touchdown early. Rashad White's been getting more and more involved as well. Also, nice to see Jalen McMillan, who we had the really nice training camp. We're like, we think this guy's going to be out there, but out of the bye, great to see him get a season high in target share, 25%. His first touchdown since week number 1 as well. McMillan very quietly at least 1 end zone target in 3 of the past 5 games. We'll talk about him more tomorrow. Probably more of a deep league guy as well.
Yep.
Some Panthers headline the list here as well. Chuba Hubbard gets 26 carries, 92 yards and a touchdown. Adam Thielen gets 11 targets. He catches 9 of them for over 100 yards.
Yep, I'd say 2 stories here. Jonathan Brooks getting hurt. Chuba Hubbard should have a lot of work going forward. And Thielen, again, like Bryce Young, again, led his team down the field to effectively win the game, but the touchdown pass at the end was dropped. So Bryce Young, he is playing at a much improved level, and I think we have enough sample now to treat this as real, and Thielen's his number 1 option.
Yeah, Bryce has been better than Stroud now for 6 weeks or so.
Yep.
It's not a dead-end combo yet, but it's just
Creating out of
been
structure,
crazy
accurate.
to watch. Tyrone Tracy also here, Matthew, 16 carries, 45 yards and a touchdown. More importantly in fantasy, also catches 5 passes for 38 yards against a struggling Saints defense.
6th straight game with 65 or more scrimmage yards. It was his season high in target share. Look, the Giants aren't good, but they look slightly better with Drew Lock. I mean, again,
Move the ball down the field at the end.
They did
Runs
at
like a
least, right?
maniac.
Better than with Tommy DeVito at least. It was he's had 14 fantasy points or more in 3 of the past 4 games, 3 touchdowns during that span. There's not a lot working for the Giants, but at least Tyrone Tracy is in a low-end RB2, high-end flex way.
David Njoku catches 7 of 13 targets. 13 targets for Njoku, only 42 yards, but more importantly, Jay gets a touchdown in a game where the Browns were really chasing points.
Yeah, 4 yards per target isn't amazing as a return, but he does get in the end zone. He's got the rapport with Jameis. The Browns, I think they're going to be losing a lot of games down the stretch. They have a tough schedule, so Njoku should be getting activity in a pass.
A letdown after the Monday night game, and Winston just didn't have a good game here. The credit to Steelers. So the fact that Njoku was able to produce that in a game in which Jameis was mostly bad Jameis, and the Steelers defense really good, I think is encouraging for Njoku and his managers.
The Lord didn't deliver him from.
No, but he did. There were were no pick
That says
sixes.
there's no pick sixes, but
He was delivered. The Lord answered the prayers.
Right.
It
Yeah, so
wasn't-
maybe he should have been more broad.
I was
in
going to
prayer.
say
That's on Jameis. That's
Yeah,
not on the
yeah.
Lord.
I thank you. I
Can't
agree
pin
with
that on
Jay.
that's fair.
That's right.
Man.
That's on Jameis.
That's a good job by the Lord.
That's,
Yeah, exactly.
He did follow through
Right.
with the prayer promise.
The Lord heard what Jameis asked for and delivered it.
Yes, specifically exactly what he asked for.
Sunday scaries. A.J. Brown only 4 catches on 4 targets for 43 yards. We got to hear from A.J. Brown after the game on what's wrong with the Eagles, and he gave a direct answer.
Offense wasn't good enough. What are some things you think that the offense needs to improve on? Passing.
I like that.
Oh, that side eye as well. What needs to be improving? The passing. You know what's weird is he's right. There were plays where A.J. Brown's like wide open and Hurts just didn't see him. On the other hand, they won the game. They won the game. Jalen Hurts didn't turn the ball over during their entire winning streak here. He's got only 2 turnovers. Like, they're limiting him, right? But it's working. He's got 1 touchdown. A.J. Brown does over his last 7 games. You know, you're still starting him, but he's much more wide receiver 2 than wide receiver 1 moving forward, just because the volume isn't there.
Rare off day, Jay, for Brock Bowers. He catches 3 of 5 targets for 49 yards. The Raiders under O'Connell, just the pass game wasn't really clicking.
Yeah, O'Connell, he gets hurt. He wasn't very good before he got hurt. It looks like the Desmond Ridder show going forward.
Oofa.
We need to see what he looks like, his report with Brock Bowers. And then the last one, and again, this is a sad one, Nick Chubb. I mean, he goes 11 for 48, a bit more efficient than he's typically been. But at this point, with the amount of time, or the lack of time that they're in a run script, I think we're going to see a lot more Jerome Ford relative to Nick Chubb going forward.
Hey, it's Matthew Berry from NBCSports.com and RotoWorld.com, and I want to thank you so much for watching whatever it is you just watched, or if nothing else, being too lazy to click out of the autoplay after this video started, after whatever it is you actually wanted to watch finished. But now that you're here, I'd like to take a moment here to ask you respectfully now, okay? I'm asking you respectfully to subscribe to the NFL on NBC YouTube channel. You'll get the latest RotoWorld fantasy news headlines, all sorts of great shows, including my own Fantasy Football Happy Hour. So go subscribe now. Again, I'm asking respectfully.